Welcome back to the channel. Today on this video here, I'm going to start doing a new series of videos about every different project vehicle that I have. It's going to be a two-part series per vehicle. The first part here is going to go over how I obtained the car and then why I got it and kind of the history on the car. And then the second video is going to be talking about what I've done to it, why I did what I did to it, what I plan to do in the future, and then how much money I have into it total, and kind of a breakdown of the parts and stuff I have into it. So I'm going to start with the red car first because this one is the closest project to being complete. I plan to have this hopefully finished by the end of summer, all said and done. So I've kind of named this car the Hater Stang, and the reason why is this car gets hated on more than any vehicle I've ever had in my life. I have no idea why, and it's not by anybody on YouTube or on Facebook. All you guys are super cool. A lot of great compliments on the car. I appreciate that. For some reason, everybody in my personal life, though, hates this car. They say, oh, it's a V6, or oh, it's an automatic, or oh, it's old, or oh, it's red, or, you know, whatever. So I don't really care what they think. Actually, I don't care at all. I love this car, and the history on this car is it's a 2000 V6 Mustang 3.8. This is a base model. It is an automatic transmission, no mock sound system, no special options. It does have scratches and some dings and stuff on it. Paint is faded. The rear bumper, as you guys can tell, is all kind of messed up, and then, you know, my exhaust cutouts. But the reason I had bought this car was in 2020, when the whole world went to shit. I managed a bus company, and we had gotten laid off. Now, where the bus company was at was about a half hour, 40 minutes from my house. So I had a 2007 Chevy Cobalt, which I got a video on that I can put in the description if you guys want to see it. It's just a old rusty piece of shit Cobalt. But I had that car for fuel economy to drive to work and back. Well, when we got laid off, I'm like, you know, we were laid off permanently. They shut down my shop. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and just sell the car. So I sold the car to a buddy of mine. He bought it for his sister. And about 6 weeks after I was laid off, they had not started doing the $900 a week. So I was only getting like $318 a week, and I'm like, I need, you know, more than that. So applied for a job close to my house, got the job. Come to find out, it's in Milwaukee. So it was even further away than my other job was. And I was like, son of a bitch. I'm not driving, you know, the Green Giant to work every day because that thing is terrible on gas. So a buddy of mine at the time, we were good friends, his uncle had bought this car. So the history on it is it's an Arizona car. I guess the original owner had it for like 1 year in Arizona, moved to Wisconsin, sold it to my buddy's uncle who had it up until 2019. And then in 2019, he gave it to my buddy at the time because it had a whole bunch of issues it needed fixed. And he didn't want to fix it. He bought a brand new vehicle. So here you go, have it. So when I was laid off, I owed my buddy money. And he's like, hey, can you fix it so I can sell it? And I said, sure. Well, as I'm fixing it, in the process of doing some motor work to it and stuff, I get the call saying I got a new job. And I'm like, shit, I need a vehicle for gas mileage. And I was like, well, shit, you know, it's a V6 automatic. You know, it had just base tires and rims and nothing. It was nothing fancy. And I was like, shoot, you know. So I called him like, hey, what do you want for the car? I need a car that's a V6. He goes, what do you think? I'm like, $800. He goes, make it 9. He got a deal. I said, $900 deal. So I got it. And first thing I did to it when I got it was clean the car out because it was just nasty inside. And right off the bat, I did wiper blades. And then I like having a clean interior, so I did new floor mats, steering wheel cover. I put in a Bluetooth stereo. And that's all I had in it for a while. Driving this to work in the rain was horrible. So I had these Mach 1 wheels off my Mach 1 with brand new tires sitting around. So I put these on. And then the day I did that, all of a sudden the right front caliper started to hang up. So I ended up doing front pads, rotors, calipers, did the tires, the wiper blades, the steering wheel cover, the floor mats. And I had intended on daily driving this winter, day, everything. But then I'm like, the car, it's just too nice to do that to. So I ended up having to, did a tune-up on it, plugs and wires, and then when I was driving, I'm like, it's just not that fast. And it honestly rode like absolute crap. So I bought some, I think these are either the SR Performance or these are the Ford Racing. I have to look it up. Lowering springs. They're just an inch lower. So I ended up doing front and rear springs, the isolators. I got Rock Auto front struts. I got the Rock Auto rear struts, just some cheap ones. And the car rode fantastic. I was very impressed with the ride quality for just some off-the-shelf cheap parts. This is a budget build car. I'm not looking to spend $10,000 into it. I think all in all, I've got around $4,000, if that, into this whole car right now. I'll do the next video of, what I've spent into it and whatnot. But I basically started going through the car and just making it a good, reliable daily driver. And then, like usual, you can't keep your daily just stock. It was too slow and started going nuts on it. But I fell in love with the car, started doing more and more to it. And I had started to redo the paint on the sail panel here a couple of years when I first got it to go. Because if you can tell, there's scratches and stuff on it. This is all faded. And I wanted to restore the paint on here and do a GT rear bumper and a GT front bumper so I can put fog lights in it. And just kind of getting to that now. But when I was driving around, I'm like, the AC blows ice cold, it has hot heat. It was a great car. And then, like usual, I buy a million more cars, and I'm like, I'm definitely not selling this. I love this car, and it really rides fantastic for a Mustang. For one of these cars with literal cheap, off-the-shelf parts, nothing special. It rides really nice. But basically, yeah. So I'm pretty much legally, I'm the fourth owner of the car. But my buddy that had it before me had it for like 5 months, and that was it. And then I've had it now since 2020, so 2 years I've had it. And it's been great. So that's kind of the history on the car. Like I said, in my next video, I'm going to go into really good detail about what I've done to it, what I have into it, what I plan to do for the future stuff. I've kind of given you a little teaser here of stuff I've done to it so far, but I'm going to go into more detail at the next video. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, well, I want to know what's done to it, check out the next video when you see it. Probably post it up tomorrow because I have to get my paperwork and see what I have into it for cost. So we'll talk to you guys later, though, and I hope you like the video. If you do, leave a comment. Let me know if you like it or not. A few of you guys on there had really nice compliments about it, and I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. If you're not subscribed, think about it. It's always cool to have more subscribers. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you like about what you don't like. And stay tuned for the rest of the other cars I'll have on here as well. Like I said, it'll be a pretty long series here of videos, but it's something. I'm getting stir crazy sitting inside with the snow and the cold. We had an ice storm today. So I want to try and, make some positive car videos for people just to enjoy and go from there. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later.